And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, Cade Cunningham is learning from the Pistons' bad boy legends. He said the whole time they were talking about nothing soft. What stuck with me more than anything was just about how everybody carried themselves, and it matched why they won so many games. That's something I try to live by. Back to you guys.
Well, it's part of that organization, and it is some kind of inspiration. Thanks, David. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the one. And for Detroit, we've got Cade Cunningham. Duran out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Harris. And it's Grimes in at the two guard. It's been an exciting season already, Doris, but I think the middle of the year is when you really get an idea of which teams are in it for the long haul. They reveal their true selves.
Right. By the midpoint of the season, the best teams are really starting to take shape. Everyone's much more dialed in. You can tell that winning matters, that the groups are collectively pulling in the same direction. So I agree. By this time of the year, we have a pretty good idea who is going to win and win consistently. Well, you see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
Cunningham's shot is off. Conley surveying the D. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Poked away. Stolen by Michael Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just great recognition from the athletic big man. Gobert finish off the nice pass.
Cunningham against Conley. And Cunningham with the slam.
Oh, look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that?
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Here's Grimes. Passes to Duran. Over Gobert. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game, a win against the Rockets. Now, Stewart. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Harris passes to Cunningham. And there's the whistle, illegal screen. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the 76ers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Timberwolves, they've come out with a vengeance. I don't care what anyone said about them or their chances to start the year. Now let's see if they can maintain this momentum.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. There's the pass to Stewart. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster, guys hungry to prove they belong.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a
score or just great ball movement.
And Stewart gets it to go.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Here's Conley, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I think Mike Conley historically will always be part of the grit and grind mentality where he spent his career in Memphis. But this guy's skill set allows him to fit in with any organization.
And the first one drops. And Conley drops them both. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Grimes. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Cunningham, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Conley against Cunningham. Conley kicks to McDaniels. To the wing on the left. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
Detroit basketball.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Cunningham. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Harris.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
Here's Cunningham in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Conley dishes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Passes it to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it. The second chance effort. Unable to get that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
The Pistons making a change here. Weissman's checked in. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Pistons trailed by 6. The pass to Grimes. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Reid.
Oh, nice job by Wiseman to get some contact while in the act. Heady play. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Timberwolves leading by 5. Conley kicks to Towns. Here's Reed, and that one is hammered home.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Cunningham on the wing. Over Conley. Takes the 12-footer and hits. 8 points for Cade Cunningham.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
Now, here's Reed. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Towns, that's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists tonight. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Throws it up high. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play change for him. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
Here's Wiseman. Rebound, Minnesota. Conley finds Towns. Buries it down low. Towns has got his second bucket tonight.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Karl-Anthony Towns. Miller comes in for McDaniels. And NickeilAlexander-Walker in for Edwards. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
On defense, the Timberwolves leading by 12. Pistons passing it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Noel. Hits the three-point bomb.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Conley, the pass to Anderson. Over to the left wing. Puts up a 3. Wiseman with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, exceptional at giving you that extra burst necessary on the drive. That's pretty.
Minnesota leading by 7. Left side Anderson. Over Stewart. Anderson can't get it to go. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons to the middle. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Miller finds Conley. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. Down low, Stewart with the steal. And here's the fast break. Fournier gets a wide open look. Another 3 for Detroit.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Now here's Conley. Last game we saw him score 14. The shot's good from Alexander-Walker.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Noel. 5 points in the game. Pass to Fournier. Free throw line jump shot. Here's Wiseman. And he banks in the layup.
You just can't teach size and length. And Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity.
Conley, the pass to Miller. Back to Conley. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. And Anderson kicks to Conley. Lets it go from the wing. Count the basket. Alexander-Walker's got 5 now.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Warren dishes to Anderson. Alexander-Walker passes to Reed. Back to Warren. And here's Moore outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Timberwolves. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Then it's T.J.Warren. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Alexander-Walker in at the point. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, fans, here we go. Time to get loud now for your Detroit Pistons dancer. Pistons ready. Show them some love. Two.
And the first one at the line is good.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Good on both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Edwards finds Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here is Harris. The Pistons working the ball around now. Grimes converts on the jumper for the easy two.
Wow, Joe Harris continues to improve as a passer. What a look.
And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Shots good by Alexander-Walker.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Pistons trailed by 11. Cunningham kicks to Harris. Pass to Grimes. Over Edwards. And they recover it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Passes it to Warren for three. And Anthony Edwards hits from deep. Edwards got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. Timeout called the Pistons.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Keeping us all in motion. Here are your Pistons dancers.
Stewart checked in for Detroit. The Timberwolves also with the sub. McDaniels, he's checked in for Warren. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. A 12-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Cunningham passes to Duren.
Well, there is the defensive anchor of this team, Rudy Gobert, wreaking havoc on the defensive end.
Edwards, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
The pass to Stewart. Cunningham on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Here's Towns. The shot from the low post is good. Towns has got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
It's Cunningham with the drive.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the call will be against Harris. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
For 3, Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 17.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Pistons trailed by 16. On the wing, Harris. Oh, good with the triple.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And Towns throws it down.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
So it's the Pistons now, after the basket by Minnesota.
Who's watching him?
Harris inside, working on McDaniels. Cunningham for 3. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
T-shirts, everybody. I want to hear everybody make some noise for your Pistons dance.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for McDaniels. And it's Conley in for NickeilAlexander-Walker. Pass to Edwards. Reed with it. To the inside. Towns kicks to Miller. Out to Conley. Stolen by Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Now, here's Duren. His last outing with 20 points. That one goes. Count it.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Miller goes back up. And Towns lays it in. Towns has got 16.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Stewart. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Team four.
Out to the right wing. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Noel, and another three for Detroit.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Reed finds Miller. Now here's Edwards. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Passes it to Reed to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Back to Conley. The pass to Reed. Shoots over Duren. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Pistons.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Pass to Miller. From deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
It's Fournier on the wing. The shot missing. Good D by Miller. Timberwolves leading by 15. And here's Conley outside. That shot is off. Now the Pistons take it the other way. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Duren. Timberwolves also changing it up. Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. T.J.Warren comes in for Miller. And Moore subbed in for Edwards. Reed misses. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Here's Fournier, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
In international play, Evan Fournier's been a part of the French team for a lot of big events.
Well, think about it. He was part of bronze medal winning teams for France at both the 14 and 19 World Cups. He was the leading scorer for the French national team at the 2020 Tokyo Games. Oh, yeah, he's been an integral part.
Minnesota calls timeout, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Minnesota leading by 12. To the wing right side. A three from Anderson. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Moore with the steal. Warren kicks to Conley. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
For Detroit, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. That free throw good from Thompson.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
There's 1:38 left in the second quarter. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Back to Conley. Warren on the wing. He's guarded by Fournier. Clock at 6. Pass to Conley. There's the triple. Rebound, Detroit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Warren. And he converts the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Well, T.J.Warren's frame and game perfectly suited for a finish on the interior.
Here's Noel. Covered by Conley. Off the left rim and out. Minnesota's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Moore passes to Reed. Moore dishes to Anderson. And it's off from three-point range. Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's more after the basket by Detroit. Fast break Detroit.
Minnesota 5.
For Detroit, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. That free throw missing. Minnesota making a switch here.
Thompson.
Second free throw, no good. Outside Conley. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Conley. Conley's got his 8th assist here tonight.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Anthony Edwards in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
And, Shaq, how about what you saw from the Pistons?
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Fans, give a big round of applause.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Isaiah Stewart out there with Harris. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Thompson. And it's Grimes in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Stewart finds Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. Grimes. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Grimes has got the opening bucket to start the second half for Detroit. Cunningham against Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. There's the 3. Good on the triple. Conley's got 12 in the game.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a 3.
Now here's Cunningham. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Edwards. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Duren, he's checked in for Detroit.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
He hits the second from the line. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's McDaniels. It's good from long range. He's got 8.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Conley finds Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 9th assist in the game now. On the wing, Harris. The kick out to Cunningham. Pistons passing it around. Grimes. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Grimes has got 11.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Edwards.
Free throw good, Edwards. And Edwards drops them both. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Out to the wing. Here's Grimes. He's got 11. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Cunningham against Conley. And there's the pass to Edwards. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Grimes. He's got 13. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Towns with the defensive effort.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
They get it back. Here's Gobert, and he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 6.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
the Pistons making a change here. Weissman's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Reed's checked in. Pass to Harris. The kick out to Cunningham. Shot from 12. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here is Conley. He's got 12. Dishes it to Edwards. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Two things there, guys, to get to that offensive rebound put back by Karl-Anthony Towns. Instincts and positioning, both in play.
Here's Wiseman. Right wing. Here's Grimes. And another three for Detroit.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
And Wiseman sends it back. Here's McDaniels. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his third foul of the game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Stolen by Conley. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
So it's the Pistons now after the basket by Minnesota. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. And that'll be his third foul so far. Noel, he's checked in for Detroit. Here's Cunningham. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The feed to Towns. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 4 rebounds in this game. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. The kick out to Towns. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Pistons trailed by 17. Here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. And the Timberwolves call timing.
Teachers are on the way, fans. Who wants a free TV? I want to hear everybody make some noise for your Piston dancers.
The Pistons making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Timberwolves leading by 15. Conley kicks to Reed. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got 10 points.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Out to the right wing. Cunningham outside. From 13, Reed with the block. And he recovers it. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Miller comes in for McDaniels.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Kyle.
Wiseman the pass to Fournier. Cunningham against Conley. Shot from 12. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh, tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Edwards, that's good.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Cunningham passes to Fournier. He kicks to Wiseman. Pulls it from 20. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Conley. Edwards passes to Conley. No good on the 3. Pistons trailed by 18. Cunningham with it. Conley picks him up. That one good for 2. He's got 9.
Well, the body of Evan Fournier comes into play in these difficult finishes. That's really nice.
Anderson outside, kicks to Conley. Fires for 3. Anderson's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, plenty of time left on the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cunningham. Now here's Anderson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Inside, here's Fournier. Drops in the layup for 2. Fournier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'd like to see more of this from Evan Fournier. He's proven he has the size and touch to score inside.
1:37 left to play here in the third. Here's Knicks. Stolen by Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the...
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. No good on the free throw.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Knicks passes to Alexander-Walker. Sinks the triple. Alexander-Walker's got 10 points.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now, here's Duran. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Stewart's checked in for Detroit. Joe Harris comes in for Thompson. Here's Knicks. Left side, Miller. Out left to the wing. Alexander-Walker. That's it, coming off an assist from Miller. He's got 12. Pistons trailed by 14. Pass to Fournier. Six on the shot clock. Here's Noel. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Here's Knicks. The three from Anderson. No good. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Minnesota on top, up by 12. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Let's get stops. Focus on the stops. If you like your shots and they start falling, you still got to get stopped. Hang on your defense.
And that's Doc Rivers doing some simple math for his team, guys, wanting them to do more than just match baskets.
Yeah, tremendous effort they're showing on the offensive end. They need some of that, though, on the defensive side of the ball. They've got to start working together on that end of the floor.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one spot.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back, always growing as a player.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Outside Conley. Passes it to McDaniels. For three, Edwards. That one, no good. And Detroit the other way now. To the paint, here's Grimes. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Now here's Gobert. And the pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. Towns dishes to Conley. Edwards gets to Conley. And the three off target.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And the rejection by Towns. Edwards passes to Conley. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 10. Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
On the wing, Harris. Stewart with it. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Pass to Grimes. Back to Fournier. Stewart kicks to Fournier. Here's Wiseman. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. The offensive rebound. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 15 points here in the second half.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Fournier into the lane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Okay, flashing some impressive instincts. Evan Fournier knowing when to attack and draw the foul.
Duren, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Timberwolves leading by 12. Outside Edwards. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Grimes and the rejection by Towns. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Detroit making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
The free throw drops for Gobert.
For the Timberwolves, Gobert.
That one misses. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. As more games are scheduled overseas, Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
Towns, no luck. Pistons trailed by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Towns. Out to Edwards. From deep, Towns trying to get open. And there's Edwards on the assist by Towns. Towns has got 4 assists now tonight. Grimes passes to Cunningham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half, going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line. I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 15. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony.
Here's Grimes. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Conley dishes to Gobert. Pass to Towns. And here is McDaniel. Here's Gobert. Feeds it to Towns. And they pick up 2. Towns has got 20.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here's Wiseman. He's tightly guarded. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Stewart checked in for Detroit. Pistons trailed by 17. Here's Grimes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 5th foul.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. One more and he's done.
Cunningham kicks to Harris. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
No, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Cunningham against Conley. He dishes it to Edwards. Back to Conley. Clock at 4. At the elbow, it's Gobert. 13 feet away. And again, it's Minnesota.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
To the left side wing. Grimes. And they'll get another chance. Stewart finds Cunningham. Another shot. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Conley. And here's Cunningham. Here's Grimes. Offline with his three.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Pistons trailed by 15. That one falls. Grimes has got 15 points here in the second half.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
Yeah, it's his job to keep their offense ticking, and tonight he's earned his keep. He's been able to find open teammates everywhere, feeding the post, creating open jump shots on the perimeter. His passing has been the best element of his game.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, let's see if they can keep focused.
Thanks, David. Now, here's Cunningham. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Towns, and that one drops for him. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They trail by 15. There's 1:47 left to play in the final quarter.
All right, Pistons fans, once again, give it up for your Pistons Dancers Dance Team.
So it's the Pistons now, down by 15. Stewart kicks to Cunningham. .132 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Count it.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Towns finds Edwards. The three-pointer no good. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. 14 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls. Cunningham's got 30.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And it's Towns missing. Now the Pistons with it. They're on a 12-4 run. From 12 feet out, here's Stewart. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Passes it to Conley. Here is Edwards. Lets the three fly. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got it.
Oh, and that's how you run the floor. Cunningham attacking the defense with confidence.
And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Towns for three. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.